What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JayFlood Reacts, and I'm back with another reaction for you. Again, that's JayFlood201 Reacts. Okay, find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, all that stuff. On Twitch, it's JayFlood201 Reacts or JayFlood201. Let me see if I can find my fucking... That's crazy. I need to know exactly what it is. Yo, just follow me on IG, JayFlood201 Reacts. Alright? And yeah, of course, comment, like, subscribe. We're just going to be watching shorts. So, you know, like that section on YouTube where you go and click on shorts? That's all we're going to be doing. And then I'm probably going to go back to watching the death of Lil Marlo. And then later this evening, I'll go live again. And I'll be live streaming World of Warcraft. Alright, we're going to get into it.
Rogan Experience, where he learned it. Bill Murray just made his first ever podcast appearance of any kind by going on the Joe Rogan Experience, where he learned in real time who Joe Rogan was and what podcasting is.
I only know about you what I've heard. I've never heard your show. I had to ask you, are you Joe? And so I went to Aspen and stayed at the Jerome Hotel. I can talk like this because this show is like endless, right?
Yeah.
So
Joe's like, yeah. I'm a huge fan. Just keep going.
now is your show live?
No, it comes out tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, so so that's why I want to ask. Where's your phone calls here? Faye, caller number 1. You heard about this? Yeah, these guys directed it. These guys, Scott McGee and David Siegel, and they wrote the script, and it's a great script.
Nobody can hear you over there, unfortunately.
You like white or blue or black?
Damn, yo,
those are shorts. Hold on, are you a shorts guy or a long pants guy?
I like it all. It's usually hot in Texas.
You love it all, huh?
It's hot out here to play golf in Texas.
It's hot. It's half of the table.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna take a leak again.
Okay. Bill Murray just...
Alright.
Jamie, pull that video up.
So you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have the right to remain silent.
The officer performed a search on the defendant, locating a 9mm Glock 19, and the defendant advised he bought the gun from a friend for $150.
Hi, Judge. Is this young man charged with unlawful carrying of possession for being under 21?
Correct.
Hold on, I got a kit. But here's a GPS memo saying that it's unconstitutional.
You know, representative gentlemen?
Oh, hell yes. Here's the Fifth Circuit saying that it's unconstitutional. Here is the United States District Court, Northern District, saying it's unconstitutional. Here's a motion to quash information. I'll just cross out the name.
Great job.
Yeah, I had to get in this fight yesterday, and I'm teed up.
Look, you got to be very careful. You know, God forbid something happens where you really dig yourself a hole. I'm going to find no probable cause, but really, you have to be very careful. You know, sometimes you make a decision in life and it can really have consequences.
Jamie, pull that video up.
Yo, love those videos. That judge is also going super viral right now. Yeah, man. And that judge is going super viral right now. I see the chat. Yeah, what's up, Chris? What's up? Yeah, so that little kid, he could have gotten, you know, years for that. In the state of New Jersey, that's 48 months. But really, it's a constitutional right to carry a firearm. That being said, a Glock 19 for $150, what a steal. No, really though, it's unconstitutional to just search somebody. The probable cause was that he was a juvenile minor and that he's dark-skinned and that he has a certain haircut. You know what I mean? He's hanging out with other people that may or may not have a record, but he himself doesn't have a record. So, again, no laws are broken. It's a constitutional right for him to carry a firearm. He's not 18. Okay, yeah, there's an issue with that. He's a minor. Okay? Does that mean he should go to jail? No. That means that there should be some sort of an intervention program on youth offenders. You know? Try to educate them, steer them away from that path, you know? All of them like YouTubing. Try to do something like this, man. Like just do something, bro. Just fill your time with positivity, you know? All right, let's move on to the next one.
Dude, I got to get on your podcast. I'm like, you got to get the away from me. That guy's never been on my podcast to this day. He probably wakes up in the middle of the night going, why did I do that? Because if you have a life-changing event like getting slapped at the Oscars, it was the most preposterous scenario. The whole thing was preposterous. I think for him it was also a wake-up call like, hey, these motherfuckers don't really care about me. They didn't protect me. Nobody stopped it. He went back and sat down, and then he got an award afterwards and got a standing ovation. Like, what the is going on here? But then you realize, like, well, these people are fuckers. How did you set this up? How come nobody tackled him?
Dude, I got to get on your podcast.
That's wild.
Ah, yes.
Totally forgot that
Back
happened.
home and unemployed. I have no idea what to...
Watch Rico Reckless explain the different types of switches.
No, everybody got incognitos. You know what an incognito is, right?
Nah, what's that?
That's with the switch built in. So instead of you getting it outward where you can see it, you put that in, you put on fully mode, you put it in the opposite way. So now they can't even tell. The only way they can tell the fucking button for real, that's if you get caught by 12, then when they do the take the bullet out and walk down, they hold it down and it stay down. They, oh, he had an incognito.
I mean, you could actually make your own switches with 3D printers.
That gonna bake off though, gang. That gonna burn off. You gotta keep making them. It's good to get the metal. You only need a switch if you on tour with hella man, or if you feel like you just want the overperform for real. Like
you could make a switch with a 3D printer.
This shit drawn, yo. Wow, big the cat on.
Wait, what? That little Joker guy from Philly had a Hellcat. So let me get this straight. He had a perfect score on his SATs. He was a shooter in the streets, like on and off the court. He was shooting people, right? Like this is crazy. So he's a killer. He's got a straight A student. He's a starting point guard in real life on his real basketball team. And his mom bought him a fucking Hellcat? Dude, kid's probably swimming in high school pussy. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Alright, scratch that. Sorry, YouTube. But seriously, the kid is probably like trying to beat the girls off with a stick. Right? Because that's insane. Why would you go and just do all that in the streets? You could have just been the kid with the Hellcat and the starting point guard on your basketball team, and all your friends are solid. You don't actually have to go and do all that street stuff too. Cause isn't this the guy? This is the guy that killed $1 million worth of games, son.
This shit drawn, yo. Wow, big the cat on.
We still got braces.
He hot, yo. He hot. I bung the cat on. Y'all gotta look at him though. He's hot, yo. He is really hot. Look at him.
Oh, he's not driving it.
Oh, young boy, you better
Oh no, yeah, he is. That's the passenger.
Where you going, bro? Yo, he getting out the car and all that. Yo, he getting out the car and all that. He hot. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. This shit drawn, yo.
Yo, these kids are so stupid.
One day I was in a hotel, I took off my Gucci shoes and my feet got wet. So I called the owner, I'm like, why is the carpet wet? He was like, we just got the carpet clean. I'm like, look, if I get a carpet cleaning business, will you give me the contract? Because I knew him since I was like 15. And I talked to him, he's like, yeah, I'll give you the contract. So I ended up finding a business. I bought somebody's old business for like $13,500. I ended up getting that.
You bought a whole business for $14,000.
Contract. I did a good job with cleaning the carpet. I ended up finding an old smoker that worked for Stanley Steamer. So he became my employee. So me and him, we going to knock out the whole.
Not an old smoker, yo. I'm dead. Found an old tweaker that used to work for Stanley Steamer. Yo! So I gave him, 2 grams of hard, $20, a bottle of water, and we was off to the races.
Hotel, I got to pay. So now that owner, word of mouth, he gave me Days Inn, Super 8, Best Western. So now I'm cleaning all these places, right? But right before I got indicted, there was this chick from my city. She was like video vixen. She had clout back in the day. She was in Gucci Man videos and stuff. So I'm in Chicago. I know I'm about to get indicted. I'm watching 49ers and the Ravens. You remember when the Ravens won the Super Bowl with my aunt. So when I got back, bro, my ex sold my whole carpet cleaning company, all my stuff in the back of my van. And I ended up getting set up by some guys in Mobile. They told them I was a Mexican, I was tied to the cartel. They told these people all type of lies. One day I was in a hotel, I took off my Gucci shoes and my feet got wet. So I called the owner. I'm like, why is the carpet wet? He was like, we just got the carpet clean. I'm like, look, if I get a carpet cleaning business, will you give me the contract?
Okay, screw it. We're gonna go and play go. We're gonna send in tons of $20
That's
balls right
a
now.
weird stretch though for him to just, my feet got wet now and then I started a business. I don't know, it seems kind of, right?
Officer told him straight up, listen, what's your favorite food? I like Chinese food, why? I said, that's my favorite too, man. I said, I see you always eating that shit. Man, I said, man, what's up, man? Let me get you some Chinese food. He said, huh? How the f you gonna get me Chinese food? I said, I got you. Let me worry about that part. You worry about the wrong things, man. I said, if I get it up here, you gonna go get it? Now that's me setting him up right there. He bit the apple, man. Yeah, all right. I said, yeah, all right, what? I ain't gonna waste my time. If I get it up here, you gonna go get it? Yeah. I said, I'm gonna feed you and your partners. He said, all right, let me see this shit then. It took me about 2 days. I had to figure it out, work it out. I called my cousin. I had him work it out for me. He went to the Chinese store, made it work. They get the Chinese food. He was shocked when he got the call too. Ordered about $100-something worth of Chinese food, man. He came back about 3 bags. He said, man, you f***ing crazy, man. I said, man, you told me if I get it, you'll get it, right? He thought I would make it a one-time thing. And I started doing that every goddamn day, bro. He worked 5 days a week. I did that every day he worked.
No one caught on.
Everybody ate. I approached the officer and told him straight up.
Jamie, pull that video up.
Do you detect a smell of marijuana in the car? Is there marijuana in the car, sir?
Yeah, there's a little bit.
Okay, then did you buy it here at one of these local shops?
No, I brought it down from Denver.
Oh, you brought the marijuana from Colorado?
Yep.
Okay, sit tight. Here in California, we do things a little different, okay? Just present whatever you have in the car, show it to me. If it's not an absurd amount, like I said, you'll be free to go, okay? Okay. So let me just see what marijuana you have in the car. Okay, can you open up the back for me, please, sir? Okay, I'm gonna need you right now to go ahead and throw that out the window. Throw it out the window, sir. Trust me, this is a lot easier this way, okay? Okay. And I want you to sign right here where the X is, okay? You're not getting a speeding ticket today, but you are getting a ticket. Okay? This is a ticket for littering. Yes, for littering, sir.
What the man? Littering?
That weed was trash.
That's hilarious. He said that weed was trash, bro.
Jamie, pull that video up.
I did me real at the store time, but I don't think you remember it. You feel me? I'm the type nigga like
Yo, Babyface is crazy.
I was rapping at the time.
I fuck with Babyface. I'm not even gonna hold you. I like Babyface a lot.
And I ain't about to be like, hey bro, I rap. You feel me? I seen him at the store. I knew who he was. I fuck with bro music, but I ain't say nothing to him. I just seen him at the store, walked past him, and he stopped me. He was like, hey bro. So I had a gun in my pocket. It was a 1019X. He was like, hey bro, sell that Glock. I'm like, nah, bro.
He wanted to buy it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I believe it too. That's what's wild is I believe that story.
So after he beat Conor McGregor, the problem was in the Muslim world is he became this huge megastar in the Muslim world. He went on like this tour of all the Muslim countries. So he's going into Turkey, he's going into Saudi Arabia, he's going to Abu Dhabi, he's going over to Dubai, and they're raining on him. I mean, he didn't even make it back to his dressing room after the fight and Putin was on the phone. And Putin gave him and his father like $20 million worth of property in Russia. Then he went into, the Muslim territories where these guys are just cars, money, gyms, whatever he wanted. So once you get to that level, it's like what we're dealing with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor lives on a yacht in the middle of wherever the warmest place in the world is at that time. Well, once you get to that level, man, it's just, you're not getting up and getting punched in the face every day anymore. It's just, so after he beat Conor McGregor.
So this is the longevity mix. So we took my 100 pills I take every day, and we made it into a drink and 8 pills.
So everything from like ashwagandha to lithium.
Yes, ashwagandha's in this.
All in.
Yeah.
We chose a dose that is basically.
Isn't that like for people who are like trying to not be depressed or some shit?
Yo, put some street art in Star Wars. And he's like, what? And I was like, anytime there's a war anywhere in the world, there's art, rebellious art. In Star Wars, you have Nazi type characters, you have all this fighting, and there's no graffiti. And he goes, you're right, Dave, and you should do it. I went hardcore nerd, learning the Arabesh language, the Star Wars language, and I'm layering the graffiti so it would be accurate. And he goes, all right. And he tries to pay me, and I go, I don't want to get paid. Put me in, coach, just so I could tell my friends and that I was in Star Wars. I have 1 second of screen time. I go home, I write a short story story about the backstory of my character. And I go, oh, it's too boring for me to scream in English. I'm gonna learn Huttese, Jabba the Hutt's language. I'm out there and I'm saying it. Nichu Jujuman Achakatupu. Yo, put some street art in Star Wars. And he's like, what? And
that's amazing. Wait, is this real?
And I was like, anytime there's a war anywhere in the world, there's art, rebellious art. In Star Wars, you have Nazi
Yo, that's crazy. That's
type characters. You have all this fighting and there's no graffiti. And he goes, you're right, Dave, and you should do it. I went hardcore nerd, learning the Arabesh language, the Star Wars language, and I'm layering the graffiti so it would be accurate. And he goes, all right. And he tries to pay me. And I go, I don't want to get paid. Put me in, coach. Just so I could tell my friends and that I was in Star Wars. I have 1 second of screen time. I go home. I write a short story about the backstory of my character. And I go, oh, it's too boring for me to scream in English. I'm going to learn Huttese, Jabba the Hutt's language. I'm out there and I'm saying it. Nichu Jujuman Achak.
Very cool.
Saying I want to.
I've seen this video. Y'all seen this video?
Like look what happened, dude.
Yo, this shit type crazy. This is why you need cameras.
You can see us.
Get your ass some cameras. Get yourself some cameras, bro. Never know what you're gonna catch on camera. Look at this. He put the gun right up to him like, yo, I'm gonna kill you. He not gonna do shit, but he wants that motherfucker to get afraid. You're not gonna kill him.
He seriously would have been like 30 feet away from.
But look, his boy comes up like, nah, y'all robbing my boy. Bang, bang. Turns into a shootout.
Oh, Andrew was right here. Or was he around the corner?
That's them. Andrew would be right here.
Crazy.
Saying, I want a badass security. And I'm gonna tell you a story, and it's on my dead father. Preem came to the block. Dark skin with green eyes, and like he had respect. Preem, dude, you know the old school shit. Tried to palm fifth head. You know what 50 did? Yeah, man.
Do it back, yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, you know what the block did?
Yeah,
oh! Nah, Preem, you could tell Preem ain't like that.
And that's where it started.
It's made man.
Why he thought he could palm your head, though? What kind of was that?
Tried to big homie and on some like my little man type. So for 50, grab it back. You know what I'm saying? The cores don't do it. It was wild.
That's when I knew 50 didn't give a f. And I'm gonna tell you.
That's crazy. I did not know how the whole Preem 50 thing started, but if it all started over some bullshit like that, wild. New York is wild. Like, disrespect could be that small, but it means so much to some people who have nothing. They got nothing, bro. So all they have is respect.
You used to live in the stadium too.
I stayed in the stadium the first 2 years. I didn't want to spend any money. Listen, the NFL stadium has a player's lounge. It has a couch. It has a kitchen. It has food. It has shower. What am I going to buy a place for and everything I need is right here where my job is? What's the point? Everybody is different when they get a lump sum of money or they're blessed with a lump sum of money. Everybody's different.
When you first decided to live there, like, who'd you ask? Like, how did that process start?
I didn't even have to ask. I just never left.
You just set up like a bed?
Yeah. No, you don't need for a bed. There's a player's couch. They have the finest of couches.
You slept on the couch?
Yeah.
For 2 years. So you brought girls to the stadium then?
No. Hell no.
No?
No, you can't. There's security. There's cameras everywhere.
You used to live in the...
So New Jersey.
You used to live...
So New Jersey probably just did the...
There's a dude named Inky. He's a tattoo artist. Probably the softest dude I ever met in my life. And these dudes are slapping around, getting tattoos, taking all this money that people are paying for tattoos, all the gangs, right? And I remember him asking me, like, hey man, how are you? I was like, dude, why are you letting these dudes try you, bro? What the is wrong with you? He goes, don't you see what's going on here, brother? And I go, what do you mean? He goes, these are the stupidest motherfuckers you ever see. They think they're bullying me, but I'm putting ink in their body. He goes, you see this? This is hepatitis blood. This is fucking shit. This, and this. I would say there's probably about 50 people probably that walked around that probably found out they had some shit later on in life for that. And he's just inking these dudes up left and right. And it's like the old, like, Sun Tzu, like, be weak when you're strong and strong when you're weak type of saying. Like, he's pretending. He's like, I'm not a fighter like you, dude. I don't want to do all that bullshit. So I'll just pretend like they're extorting me and I'm giving them every single one of them. I'm like, holy shit. He said, I call it the Black Widow. There's a dude named Inky.
Wow.
He's a tattoo artist.
Here's another thing I got you. Punchers, punch daggers.
Oh, okay.
So it's G10.
I got a few of them
here.
Oh, okay, so this doesn't even go through a metal detector.
That's right. There's no metal in the sheath. It's all plastic screws. Cleans up easy. No DNA. You can clean it in diesel fuel. It'll wash all the DNA off.
Diesel fuel?
Yeah, you're washing anything.
Is that the move?
Alcohol, yeah.
Just go to the gas
Yeah, that's what you do to get the gun residue off.
station.
But you can't permeate the plastic. It'll come clean. I sharpen them normally with like 400 grit sandpaper. The reason I made it is I always wanted something where, like, I was always wearing my body armor, right? And I wanted to just put the punch dagger right in the center. That way if something happened, I could get it Right. Boom, and just start punching. Here's another thing I got.
Schoolie G finally apologizes to 63rd members and says he never meant to disrespect FBG Duck and that he was just referencing him.
What did you say in the snippet?
I said, catch me and they trying to shop downtown and bounce out on them and do them like Duck.
Catch me and trying to shop at the store and bounce out on them and do them like Duck.
Mind you, y'all seen the footage, right?
Yeah.
Y'all seen how they did them, right?
Pretty much exactly what happened.
And mind you, if I was dissing them, I would have said 63rd, GDK. Did I say how he did a cartwheel and dropped it? Did I say anything and go overboard, right? And this is what I couldn't wait to get on camera and say. Now y'all know I got songs, right? When I say shot in his face like Emmett Till, that's a child that was killed by racist white men. No disrespect.
None taken.
So why I ain't get no backlash? Pac was a legend. I said can't go out like Pac. I'm gonna blow my Glock. Nigga better not pull on side of this cock.
The first episode they ever appeared in of Breaking Bad, they had to stand within 60 feet of an enormous gasoline explosion.
And they said, okay, Lewis, when you hit this mark, the explosion is going to happen.
They were told by the director, Bryan Cranston, we only got enough powder and gasoline for one bomb. Please don't flinch. Because, as we know, cool guys don't look back at explosions.
Okay, everything's ready, and when you see nobody there, everybody was like so far. We see them like this, so little. They look so little. Kaboom! The thing goes off. Not a movement on their part. Everything in front of us just got dark, and then what happened? Things start flying out. There was a shoe that way, a leg over there. Daniel still had a cigarette in his hand.
He told me like a second or two after it blows up, take a drag of that cigarette like you walking in the park.
And he did it at the end. It was fun.
The first episode.
Yo, wow.
I have officially quit vapes and I bought
these things
a
are
lung
nuts. When they
release.
put
My
it in the
voice
water.
didn't used to sound like.
Who'd you fight that was like the most obvious on steroids?
Vanderlei for sure was on that shit.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
And
Bro,
I think
he fought like he was on it.
Oh my God.
He fought like he had rabies.
That guy was so vicious. He just walked around mad the whole time. You know, all the fighters in Japan was scared of him. That's why he didn't like me, because I was never afraid of him. The first time I had a run-in with Vanderlei, we was all staying at the same hotel, and I'm walking back from press, and I get in on the elevator with my corner man. The elevator opens up, and it's Vanderlei in there with two of his corner men. And I don't notice, and I just walk on the elevator, and I turn around, and my two corner men took off. No. So I'm in the elevator by myself with Vanderlei, and he looked at me like I was crazy because I didn't take off with them. He seemed like he was mad that I was breathing his same air in the elevator. And they was talking in Portuguese and stuff like that. I was like, I ain't afraid no motherfucking about it. After I meet my two corner, like, what the fuck happened here? What the fuck? Yeah, I go like, shit, that was the axe murderer. I'm not getting in there with him.
They didn't even pull you out.
They didn't even touch me.
I would have never trusted those dudes again.
Yeah, fuck them.
Who'd you fight that was like the most obvious?
Did a search warrant one time on a gang house. We wrap up, we leave.
Oh, this guy's a fucking legend, bro. If you ever want to watch cool-ass cop interviews, like, I'm not really one to just... But this guy, even though he's 12, holy shit, he's like a legend, bro. The shit he's done is crazy. He was in the service, then he was 12. And, like, I don't know, he really spits knowledge. Like, you could tell he does his stuff. Yeah, no problem, Chris. And yo, listen, the only reason I'm not at work today and I'm streaming like this is I'm sick. You know, I've been real sick, taking a day off, gotta stay home. I'm drinking some probiotic soda, you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna log here in just a second, but let's watch this last one.
No, I'm driving down, man, I hear, hey, Mr. Policeman, you left your walkie-talkie at my house. I'm like, oh, man, somebody's about to be in a lot of trouble. And she is just on it. The next thing I know, both of my cell phones ringing. I answer it, it's my supervisor, and he's like, hey, man, check, see if you got your radio. I'm like, hey, dude, I got my radio, bro. And he's like, no, for real, get hands on. I'm like, all right, so I'm driving, I'm feeling it, pull my vest up. I don't see it. My heart drops in my stomach. I'm like, hey, that's my radio. And I whip that car around. By the time I get back to the house, the whole hood's out there. Man, I get out the car. She's holding that radio by the antenna. She goes, here, piggy, 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 piggy. I was so humiliated. I had to walk over and was like, sorry about that. Got my radio. Every day I would have Miss Piggy. I would take it down the next morning. It would go right back on my desk. Did a search warrant one time.
That's hilarious. The cops be fucking with each other. You know that. Yo, but for real, what is this guy's thing? Because I've seen so many interviews with him, and he's a legend, bro. For real.
Rico Reckless on what he did.
Did a search warrant.
Rico Reckless on what he did when he found out his son smokes.
Because the first time...
Let's describe to people who...
If you, a sniper, they bring in all our Secret Service guys that are...
Oh, no, I seen that one too. Alright, guys. I'm taking off. I'm probably going to play some Warcraft or something, take a little break. You already know what it is. JayFlood201 reacts. I hope you enjoyed watching some shorts with me and reacting to them. Alright, stay tuned for the next one. I'm out.